the country. We were able to do this in Bangalore, we were able to do the event in Delhi and Pune, and now the second event in Mumbai. We would not have been able to do this event without the support of the media and without the support also of many people across the country who have helped us to do this event. The Pinkathon is an event that encourages women from all backgrounds to take care of their own health. We find that in our country today, unfortunately, women neglect themselves a lot. They pay a lot of attention to the health of their children, to their families, their husbands, maybe even the husbands' families, but they never pay attention to their own health. So this initiative wants to encourage more women to take up an active lifestyle, spend more time for themselves, understand the value of health and fitness, and spread that message to their families. We believe that healthy women will lead to healthy families, and healthy families to a healthy country. There is one cause that we talk about specifically in the Pinkathon, and we are really passionate about this cause. That cause is breast cancer awareness. We do a lot of awareness creating promotional campaigns in every city about what breast cancer means today in a country like India, how difficult it is in a situation where you know that almost 1 in 20 women are going to fall prey to this disease at some point in their life. So we want to do our bit. We are not experts in breast cancer or any kind of disease, but we have partners who give us their expertise and who are also passionate about the cause, and they talk about it and they help us to spread awareness through the Pinkathon. So I'd like to introduce our first guest today. He's the Director of Health Services of HCG, and because of HCG's support and the value that they see in this event to take the Pinkathon to many cities, and we are really thankful to HCG to be a part of this, and I'd like to invite Mr. Dinesh Madhavan to speak about his involvement with the Pinkathon.
Thanks, Milind, Bipasha and Jessica, and members of the media. It's a matter of pride to be associated with an event which, with Milind and Maximus, has seen so much of visibility in the last 12 to 16 months. What we have noticed is, as a single enterprise, as an individual, across India, nobody has created so much of awareness on the single cause, which today is a great equalizer. Breast cancer has become a great equalizer because it knows no creed, religion, or person. But what we have found, and one of the reasons that we have supported this event, is awareness is a very key initiative in trying to diagnose breast cancer or to find ways to prevent breast cancer at the earliest. One of the reasons that HCG has supported this event is we are one of the largest cancer care providers in Asia. We have been trying to get into tier 2 and tier 3 cities, trying to provide accessibility to cancer care, whether it means innovation, or it means cost, or it means getting expertise. One of the most important things we'd like to emphasize here is we believe the media should participate and should create visibility of this entire program so that more and more people come to know about the entire activity which is around lifestyle and its effect on breast cancer, and how by taking simple steps and measures by themselves, the same can be prevented. I'd like to emphasize here today that we've been keen to participate in more cities and support this cause, because as a single institution, we have found Maximus, the Tata Group, and celebrities like Bipasha coming forward to create awareness on this. And I think
on the 16th, I remember, of December last year, we were all very excited. It was all new. I wasn't sure what we were going in for. I wasn't sure how Milind was going to take this forward. But we believed that this was something, the time had come. I set up Women's Cancer Initiative 10 years ago. We've come a long way. At that point, 10 years ago, people weren't talking about breast cancer awareness. When I first discovered I had cancer 13 years ago, you know, I actually asked my doctor, when he said, go and show this mammogram to an oncologist, I said, who's an oncologist? Somebody like me, traveled, educated, actually didn't know the term oncologist 13 years ago, and it made me realize that in India, we really didn't think cancer or breast cancer was something that would affect us. Over the last 13 years...
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, Devika's story is truly inspirational. it's so important. Life is so precious. And we as women in different roles, whether we are mothers, wives, daughters, you know, we kind of bind the house together. It's so important to love yourself. You know, this philosophy that I talk about, I've learned it from my own mother. And we kind of, you know, being taught from the time we are born, we are taught to be givers. We kind of somewhere forget ourselves. It's very important for each and every woman to realize that they are precious to their family, that they should be precious to themselves. You know, life is so important. So it's very important to look after your health for a woman. They have to, everyone who's involved in this event, because it's just doing so much for us, all of us. I want as many women to come out and run on the 15th of December for Pinkathon. And a very important part, especially, you know, you guys present out here as the media can play in taking the word out, you know, spreading the word more and more. Because the more the awareness about health for a woman and for a man, I would say just take the cause of health forward, and definitely, you know, these diseases like cancer, like the breast cancer awareness that we are talking about for this event is so important for every person to be, you know. Because, we think that it can't happen to us, but it can happen to anybody. So you have to be careful. And I can just say, you know, all the very best to the entire team. And may Pinkathon happen in each and every city of India soon. Thank you. Well, the philosophy of love yourself that I follow and I preach and I talk about very strongly has come from my mother. She has looked after 3 daughters, including me. We are 3 sisters, and yet, you know, she's a homemaker, she provides for us, but she always looks after her health. You know, I've seen this and I've learned it from my own mother. And every morning, as I wake up and as I'm about to do something active, the first 2 calls that I make is to my Didi, Bipasha, and to my younger sister, Vijayata. So definitely it runs in the family. I consciously talk to them. And I have to say at times it's tough because everybody takes your life a little bit for granted. My older sister has got rheumatoid arthritis and I have got osteoarthritis. And it's not easy, you know, to have these problems at a very young age and yet, you know, to be fit. But every day I motivate myself. I try to motivate as many people around me, my friends, people I meet in the gym, people I meet at work. And it's just a constant thing for me. It's something that makes me happy to see a person get fitter in front of my eyes, looking after themselves. So for me, it's just a way of life now. Well, films are topical, and yes, they carry the message very strongly. If there is a film like that, and if the story is good, I would definitely love to be a part of it.
But it is really, as Bipasha mentioned also, that films are made on topical issues. And I think that maybe we've done our bit so far. We're trying to do whatever we can. And I think there are more and more people talking about this cause today across the country. I mean, it's become really something that people don't ignore anymore, we hope. So, of course, when we spoke about the Pinkathon, now I get calls probably every day from different cities. I just got a call while I was driving here from Nagpur saying that we want to do the Pinkathon in Nagpur. And how can we do this? And, you know, how can we raise the funds for it? And what is the procedure? And I said that, unfortunately, we can't do as many cities as we'd like to right now. Because, of course, we need support from sponsors. We need support from the local population, and we are focusing right now on the main Chennai, cities like that. But to go to, we even tried a smaller city this year, which was Pune, and we did get a great response. But the main thing is to get corporates also to support this, because it's not an event, there's no event that you can do without support from corporates, without sponsorships. So all I tell them is that if there is a dedicated group in that city, we will definitely come in. And we would love to do the Pinkathon there and spread awareness about breast cancer there. In fact, just thinking about the fact that we should go to smaller towns and smaller cities and activating groups in every city, because of course if Maximus were to do it, or I were to do it, or even HCG were to do it, or WCI, there is a certain limit to what we can do on our own. So we did another event as an experiment called Mega Pink. In fact, just last Sunday. And I appealed across the country for ambassadors from their cities who would like to do an event to spread awareness about breast cancer. And we did that event on Sunday in 40 cities on the same day. So that was a great eye-opener for me to see that there is an interest. People want to do it. They think the cause is really important. And they just did it on their own. They just said under the banner of Mega Pink, they promoted what the Pinkathon stands for. So yes, we get inquiries every day. We'd like to go everywhere. And hopefully soon we will reach more and more people.
Well, there's a lady called Tanuja Mehra there. Yeah, if Tanuja, you know, frees me on 15th of December, I would definitely be there. I think there is a 3-kilometer, 5-kilometer and 10-kilometer run. Yeah, whatever's allowed. I have tried to run in the Mumbai Marathon before, and I've been stopped every time. I've tried to run the the Delhi Half Marathon, which I'm a brand ambassador of. So it's a little tough. People don't allow me, but I'll try. For Milind and Devik, I'll try. I think सभी fit हैं. आज की दुनिया अगर आप देखेंगे, आज के जो कलाकार हैं, सभी fit हैं. तो सभी दौड़ सकते हैं और cause के लिए definitely सभी आगे आ सकते हैं. ऐसे causes के साथ जुड़ सकते हैं. I think Akshay Kumar is the fittest. Milind Soman, definitely no one can touch him when it comes to running. It's impossible. There's so many times I've told Milind, please, you know, encourage me to run like you. And he keeps telling me, and every time he calls me, I kind of chicken out because it's difficult to match him. Yeah, it's, I think, but most people are fit in today's time. Everybody is doing something or the other, you know. And the kind of thing that you do is not very important. It's as long as you are active. Me, I'm sitting right in front of you. I really don't think much about women in that way. But yeah, in terms of encouraging every woman, like just talking about a woman from Bollywood, I think more than that, we should talk about every woman from every walk of life in today's time. You know, everyone should come forward and run.
There is a very, very important connection between running and cancer or any other kind of disease. It helps build up your immunities. Running is one of the most powerful ways to build up your immunities. And cancer, everybody knows, gets into, we all carry cancer cells. It's only when our immunities are down, when we start neglecting ourselves, when there is, depletion of various imbalances that take place in our system, is when the cancer starts acting and working. So running is probably one of the best ways to immunize yourself from not only cancer, but heart and various hypertension, just so many. So what easier way than just running? And beautiful to be out there in the fresh air. You don't need equipment, you don't need anything else. So that is a connection, and that's why it's so important. Thank you.
Liberating. When you actually run, you kind of get addicted to it because it's just a very liberating experience. Everyone should try it. Like I say, I actually use that phrase. The way you brush your teeth every day, that's the way you have to stay active and do something for your body every day. Something, some physically active, some kind of exercise. Right now we're talking about running. Running is the easiest thing to do, so you should try it. I only talk about, the same thing. Love yourself. The day you start respecting your body and everything stems out of there. You can have the best of career, money, fame, love, family. If you don't have health, you don't have anything. You will suffer. So it's very important to focus on it. And, it's really serious. Every single person, the busiest of people, always give me an excuse. We don't have time. I think that's just an excuse. If you don't have time for your body, for your health, then I think whatever you're investing your time in is really foolish. You have to first invest in health.
There are very few symptoms apart from when a cancer is in its later stages. You can start feeling a lump in your breasts. The important thing is after your 20, 25, 25 साल के बाद हम advise करते हैं सब ladies को कि learn how to do a self breast examination. बहुत ही simple होता है. You can pick up that. It's taught to you on the net. Your gynecologist will teach it to you. ये हम क्यों सिखाते हैं कि यू मस्ट नो व्हाट योर नॉर्मल ब्रेस्ट फील्स लाइक, अपने नॉर्मल ब्रेस्ट कैसे हैं. वी ऑल हैव स्लाइट इम्बैलेंसेस जो भी होता है. And once a month, if you just learn in the bath, in front of the mirror, you learn how to do a self-breast examination. ये हम क्यों सिखाते हैं? क्यों कुछ भी along the way change हो गया, तो you will pick it up. आप कह सकते हो कि ये last month ये it wasn't looking hard, you know, there wasn't this a spot here which was sensitive. There's a change, and then you can report it. If you actually don't know what your normal breast feel like, not look like, but feel like, you will never pick up the early signs. And why we say this, हम क्यों कहते हैं ऐसे क्यों? Early signs is when you should immediately go, and by the age of 40 हम कहते हैं कि women should go and get a mammogram done. Mammogram क्या होता है? It's a breast X-ray. हम rest of the body को X-ray करवा सकते हैं. So it's an X-ray of your breasts. Every 2 years after you're 40 they recommend it. After 50 कहते हैं कि every year women should get it done. हिंदुस्तान में हम देख रहे हैं कि breast cancer is actually touching the lives of younger women than in the West. 30, 35. I get a call every day from some girl. Late marriages, women are working now, neglecting, they are having children but not breastfeeding them, they're having late children. All these are adding to it. I think these are some of the causes, and I'd really be happy if you girls actually looked up the net. We have a website, a Women's Cancer Initiative. It's simple, it's wci.co. Go for a checkup, so it's wci.co.in. Please check it.
दोनों आए या और भी लोगों को लेके आए साथ में. आई थिंक रणवीर सिंह की पॉपुलैरिटी है, रणबीर कपूर की पॉपुलैरिटी है, और जितने लोग इस ऐसे कॉजेस से जुड़ेंगे, कॉजेस का अच्छा होगा, लोगों की अवेयरनेस बढ़ेगी, तो मेरे हिसाब से तो पूरी बॉलीवुड आ जाए तो चलेगा. सबके फैंस फिर फॉलो करेंगे, सब दौड़ेंगे. ओह, इट्स माय लव फॉर रनिंग. मैं एक्चुअली बताना चाहूंगी, ये इवेंट से पहले सुबह 8 बजे मैं अपने जिम में दौड़ के आई हूँ. तो जब आप दौड़ते हैं, you know, it's happy hormones in your body and you just look happy, and that's it. That's the radiance, I guess.